You mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
Spare some gold for a veteran? I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things.
It's not what I'm, it's not a sword.
Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
Burrow, not barrow. Oh.
What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever?
No.
I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them.
I do miss that helmet.
Sucks to be you, it's not what I'm looking into. I don't think you ladies will actually
Take a good look around.
have
I'm
anything.
sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Why, hello. Here to buy? If you have to ask the price, you might be in the wrong store. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should see what we have available.
Actually, you don't have the gloves or boots that I want.
You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit.
You haven't got anything I want. It's straightforward.
Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raymond.
Yeah, you really don't
Let's see if
have
we
what I
can't
want.
find an outfit that suits you.
Yeah, the clothes are not debatable. The gloves and the boots. No. Maybe, but the simple ones like that are fine. And no. That's why I want the Thalmor
Thank
ones.
you.
I like
Watch
them,
it.
and they match.
Provide clothing for all of
what
Solitude's
delight.
most Another
influential
charming
residents.
customer.
But for you,
Radiant
I'll
Raiment
make
has
an
the
exception.
finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business.
Wow, people have low standards.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Finally.
That attitude is not really a surprise
Spare
if
some
people
gold
don't
for
like
a
you.
veteran?
No.
Seems there's always more to be done. Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn! That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a
Strauss
special
Mackay.
bottle of Strauss Mackay rum.
Oh, that's gotta be good stuff.
Saved me a lot
I know
of trouble.
Falk, yeah.
Here. Take it to the Blue Palace.
Oh, I'm gonna be going that way at some point anyway.
I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly.
Interesting.
I was done talking anyway. I have no business with you. Leave me.
Fair enough.
Welcome to the winking skeever, friend.
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink. They were smaller back then. I've heard Jari Raz hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire.
That doesn't sound like a good plan.
Remember the winking skeever next time you're footsore.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own.
Well, you should have known better.
I'm sure.
You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
It's hard to be. Oh, God, shut up.
Feel free to make requests.
Stop.
Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace. Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for.
You should think about staying the night. Corpulent.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else.
Oh, it wasn't.
If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone. Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop.
And that's enough to make you surly. Understandable.
Again later.
Shut up.
Sure. What can I do for you? Sure. My voice could use a rest.
I don't like either of those songs. And for some reason...
By blade or by spell.
no,
If
not
you want it
interested.
dead, I'll make it dead. All you need to do is pay my fee.
I don't need help making things dead. Unless you want to get in the way and end up amongst them. Because that's really how that goes.
The blade can be as lethal as the spell, but deadlier still is the one who wields both.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like what happens if I ever swung something at you. But yeah, no. Not sympathetic to an old man. And, right, for some reason, just the way they have oh, why is that? That's weird. The way they have the female bards sing the songs, I don't really like the way they do it, but...
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Right, you.
Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified? Brogvir. He opened a gate and they executed him for it. He opened a gate and the wrong man rode out of it. If that man hadn't been Ulfric's Stormcloak. If Ulfric hadn't killed High King Torig. But it was Ulfric. And he did kill the High King in honorable combat. My brother refused to allow the Imperials to take revenge for the deed. So now he's dead. Then like Rogvir, you have a Nord's heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand.
Actually, I may
I think
very
Aldous
well have had
understands.
one in my hand
I don't
a
think
few
I could have
times,
stayed
but
here if anyone else had. I think I need to be done talking for the moment.
I'm happy to pay my way. Spiced wine.
I know those kind of
The
words.
divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well.
I doubt that.
Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Warm. No. Burning a guard because he asked for it,
Good look around.
technically,
I'm sure you'll find
it's
what you're
not
looking
productive.
for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun?
yes.
Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't
Kind of
heard
avoid
from her
soldiers.
lately.
I
I've
don't
tried
like
talking
them.
to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like.
I don't think you could train me.
Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
Random kid?
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip.
Creepy Argonian.
Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists.
Actually, not.
She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And
But-
my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out.
That doesn't sound like murder to me.
People to see and places to go, huh? Later then.
I can tell from your tone of voice that you got something sketchy in mind that I don't want to deal with. I think what I'm going to do is just go around town and see what all the stuff is, and whether or not I have any interest in it.
Biren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight.
It is a particular sort of way to welcome you to a city.
Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
It's actually a interesting little bit. I'm not sure I want to know what sketchy thing you've got in mind.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news.
It was glorious.
Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Aye, but I'll be here in Solitude for longer still. Fiata's skill as a Fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhelm, that is nearly white with... what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Volskag. Inside there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue.
Ooh.
There are wonders in this place I never
Have I
dreamed
not been there
imaginable.
yet? I think I have been there.
Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
How far? Yeah. Doesn't say I've cleared it out. But I found it on the map before. Usually even after something's had the opportunity to repopulate. It says cleared. So have I really not? Huh. Well, I know what I'm gonna end up doing first.
You never can tell. I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run. Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
Oh. Yeah.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you? Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it.
Straight from the fjords.
Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time.
I don't really care about spiced wine. But...
Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, No one else in Skyrim even tries to make any. Oh, very brisk. When the snow sets in, even the hardiest Nord needs some spiced wine to warm the blood.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim. Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are worthy of them.
Malt cider is just fine.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek.
I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness. At times, Jari Ra stopped by the other day, told me to keep an eye out for him, see if any new people arrived in the city.
Oh, is that the sketchy Argonian over there?
Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
Roasted vegetables are tasty.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Svari, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
Keep the cold at bay with
Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire company workers and those red-waved thugs.
These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there. I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
Creepy lizard.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with? It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. But I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her Lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
That's an honest enough approach. I'm not going to advise anyone to do that.
I think I would, if it weren't for my son and my wife.
Yeah, I talked to her.
Oh, Seema would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield.
Reasonable.
You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha!
No, actually I don't.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests. Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Shut it. Oh. It just turned time.
You can set off that junk at bits and pieces.
Yeah, I could. Just not right now.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Oh, I don't actually need that. Don't think anyone was actually. While I'm wandering around town, I can accomplish most of these things.
Everything's all right?
There we go.
Need something?
I'm waiting. Not my finest hour.
I'm telling you,
Rogvir was a fine and honorable man.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison.
Actually, she's right.
On the other hand, he also refuses.
Generally, posting information is need to know only.
If he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire,
I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know.
General.
Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions.
He hasn't asked for.
He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
I hear sketchy-ass plotting.
You're that mage from the college, right? Your things have finally calmed down over there.
Yep. But I definitely heard sketchy-ass plotting in there. That's why I want nothing to do with either side.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
Because both sides are wrong. And they're going about it all wrong.
You're interesting, traveler.
No, I'm not.
Got something for just about everybody in here. It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come.
You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say?
Nothing good.
I told her. I told her the Imperial Army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
Yeah. No parent wants to outlive their children. Oh, so she's outside and I can just talk to her? I don't have to go down to the docks. If that's the case.
What is it, Elf?
Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the 2,000 gold tariff, then we'll be all set.
Money grubber.
I suppose I could make an exception. I do like her spiced wine. Fine. Tell Yvette's son her shipment will be brought up to Solitude shortly.
Two in there and then... Oh, so that's actually her house right here? That works.
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe.
No thanks, I don't.
Thank you so much. I swear it's a fight with them every shipment. Here's something for your troubles.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
She's never been hearty enough for drinking to be a good idea.
Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouting him apart.
That's what some people say, not all of them. And I really don't understand Nord fashion.
Do you have business with the court? Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair-weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. She still mourns greatly for her husband, High King Torygg. So she leaves many of the courtly details to me.
Fair.
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that.
I won't forget what you've done for Solitude.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm not going to go bother her in her quarters to show off an outfit that I don't even like. And it's late enough that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to scrounge up any of the other stuff that's going on here. And I still haven't found the one thing I'm actually looking for. These are little errands that, since I'm in the area anyway, I don't necessarily mind.
And one thing that I'm gonna go check in on next time.